and all online platforms.
The biggest stars. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
The biggest names in music.
Oh, wow.
Big names, big songs, big guests, big prizes.
Well, it's a big show.
The Big Show.
Put your hands together for the one and only
Glenn, Angel, FD, and Sean.
That's what I'm talking about.
1FM 91.3. Good times, greatest hits.
Good morning!
Yay, it's Christmas!
The bell is jingling. It's the Big Show with Glenn, Angel, FD, and Sean. All of us are back in the studio, and we have Natalie Da, Rockstar Arms, with us as well. Good morning, Natalie.
Good morning. Merry almost Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas!
I love the Christmas hat you have on.
Yeah, I'm trying desperately to get in this Christmas spirit. So
As soon as you jump on that plane, the spirit will come.
yes, I have no doubt.
When are you leaving, Nat?
A week and a day, yes.
Okay, so-
No one's counting, right?
no sleeps or anything.
So it's perfect because this is our last week, on air before Angel takes over the reins for the next 2 weeks after that. So we'll all come back on the show together, I believe,
Yes, that's
on
right.
the 3rd
3rd of January.
of January. But we're going to give you another day off, Nat.
Yes.
I think you're going to be in New York. You're going to be in America.
Yeah, New York, Vegas, and then skiing in Utah. So
Wow.
Oh, nice.
So where will you be ringing in the New Year's?
Las Vegas.
Oh, nice.
Perfect.
You'll
forget that it's New Year's.
You won't remember anything as well.
That's the only way to
Remember,
celebrate.
I have a 12-year-old, so it won't be as exciting as everyone thinks.
It's all right. I believe they have babysitters for 12
Yeah,
years.
they do.
So which Monday will you be back on air with us? Just to let our 1FM fans know so that they can prepare themselves for the workout.
Yeah, so we don't arrive until the 14th, so it won't be until the 17th.
Wow,
Okay.
quite a long
Okay.
time, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
She's leaving us for that long. I can't believe it.
I know.
Yeah.
You're all
We'll be
going to
fat,
get
no?
fat and unfit.
It's
Oh, my
okay. The
goodness.
fun part is getting back into shape with you.
She doesn't look upset at all.
No.
All right, so Natalie, you fly out in a week and a day. What are you doing to prepare, and what can others do to prepare for that final lead up?
Yeah, I think it is, there needs to be some incentive. So is it that you really want to enjoy that Christmas lunch or the New Year's Eve celebration? So keep up that exercise routine. Make sure you're sleeping enough. It's exciting to maybe go out, but maybe the 10:30 curfew is helping us. So get that sleep in. Stay clean in your eating. So don't, get caught up in all the treats that are out there. Stay on plan and stay focused. Hydrate, lots of vitamin D. So let's get outside and make sure, we're doing that. And also back onto that gut health. I can't, say that enough, is really looking after our gut health as we start maybe eating things that we don't normally during the year. So have a think about that.
Yeah, that gut health is really important because you guys have got to remember that you're going to be eating things that you don't normally eat all year. Unlike me, because I eat this stuff all
That's
the time.
true, yeah. So
So
he's
it's very
Christmas
different.
every day.
I Christmas every day.
So you've been preparing for this all year.
all year.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
ready for this. I'm ready for this.
Then he looks like the Santa Claus behind him.
Yes, for those of you who see my dad in the background, yes, it's Bring Your Father to Work Day.
I love him.
I was about to ask, so FD, what do you do to take care of your gut health then?
I do. It's something I've done since I've had my heart attack. I eat whatever the hell I want, but for example, if
Great advice.
No,
so far, so far, so
no.
good.
For example, if I'm going to have a laksa, if I'm going to have a laksa, just listen. If I'm going to have a laksa, I'm going to have a salad after that. My next meal is not going to be.
It doesn't work
That
way.
is your gut health.
It doesn't really help. But
No, it doesn't. It just makes you feel better. Oh
in my mind,
God.
it works.
Dr. Dow, can you please give
In
him
my mind,
some
it
advice?
works. In my mind, it
Yeah.
works.
In my mind.
Yeah, no, we need to be putting some good bacteria in our
Yeah.
stomachs just every day, every single day. I mean, I know Angel's a massive advocate of this. I take something called Symbiotic 15, this sachet that I down every day, but really we can't get all of it from food. So that
Yeah.
is one thing that you might want to add into your diary, and it just stops bloating, helps digestion, and just stops you getting sick.
Yeah, I've
Some-
actually added probiotics to my vitamin supplements, and it's really, really
Well,
good.
I take probiotics every day.
Not
so-
enough, maybe.
Wait,
Maybe.
Yeah.
So
I
what
don't
is Symbiotic 15? Is it a gel?
Yeah, so no, it's just a little sachet. You can put it in your mouth, or you can put it in a bit of water and mix it up. It doesn't taste bad at all. And it just puts that good bacteria back in and the fiber back into your body as well. So, yes, almost lines your stomach with the good stuff, because, it doesn't matter how healthy you eat, there's always going to be something that upsets your stomach or gut leakage. So this just helps that. Especially if you're traveling. I've got the whole family taking it as we lead up to going away, just because we're going to be jet lagged. We're not going to be feeling great. You don't know what you're eating necessarily. So this just adds an extra layer of protection.
So leading up and then while you're traveling, you're going to be taking it as well, right?
It's like a
Yes.
daily thing, right?
It's like a
Okay.
daily thing that you do.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Well, speaking of daily, you have the 12 days of Christmas workout for us today. That's
Good Lord, look at it.
It's a long list.
What's a 12 days of Christmas workout?
Well, basically, she's
Yeah.
got 12 lunges, 11 jumping jacks, 10 sumo squats, 9 frog squats, 8 mountain climbers, 7 sit-ups, 6 plank shoulder taps, 5 leg raises, 4 Russian twists, 3 hip bridges, 2 push-ups, and 1 burpee. I
Oh.
already feel tired.
Nat, I just want to tell you I had my booster on Friday, so I can't work out with you this morning.
I'm gonna work
sorry.
out with
My
you,
back
Matt.
pain also,
Yeah.
All right, but for those of you who can work out, stay with us on the Big Show TV. Right now, here's Gym Class Heroes featuring Adam Levine, Stereo Hearts on the Big Show, 1FM 91.3.
And don't panic.
Class
I did
heroes, I
it
like it.
just
There you go.
before. This isn't as bad as it looks. It's I did just actually test it about 10 minutes ago.
My God, I love that top, Nat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of
Look at the
festive.
colors. The colors are changing.
Changing as you move, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was my
Yeah.
eyes.
No.
No, it's so cool.
Oh, God, I need a break.
Thought it was the big night you had last night.
All right, Angel is working out.
All right, guys. I'm not going to go through the exercises one by one. I think just we can just take our time and follow through, I think is the best. So, yeah, as Angel said, we're counting down from 12 down to 1 with each exercise. And we're going to start with some lunges. So 12 of these, everyone. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So,
Oh, my shoelace.
nice and upright.
I have to miss the 12 lunges.
Oh my God,
Remember,
Sean and
you've
myself
got
so
that-
want to join in right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm injured. I'm even taking a few days off spin as well.
Yeah, you've been overdoing it. That's why.
Yeah.
Last 2. Okay, now we're doing 11 jumping jacks or star jumps, whatever you like to call them. 3, 2, 1, go.
Pick and choose.
Yeah.
Look at this woman.
I don't do jumping.
I don't do jumping.
Hey, but jumping jacks are really good.
Yeah, great warm up.
I want to start skipping.
And you don't have to jump so high. Just
No, you don't.
yeah.
And they're over. Okay,
Yeah, it's
so
just
those
12.
ones, let's get,
11.
let's
11.
get the
Now
legs
10.
out. 10, yeah.
10 squats. 10 squats. 9.
I'm trying to keep count. I'm terrible at counting.
7,
That's what we have these for.
8, 9,
10.
10.
10. All right, now we're going to bring it in and do frog squats.
Oh.
So elbows inside your knees, and we're bent down, and we're straightening and going down. So it sort of looks like this.
3,
Okay, we can
4,
move Angel's
5,
chair.
6,
Then we can see her.
7.
Oh, you said you couldn't
8.
see anyway.
Now we can see. Now
No,
see your bum. Now see your bum only.
That's
lah.
it.
9. Okay.
Okay, dropping to the ground for the rest of them, guys. So I'll just move this down. So 8 mountain climbers.
Okay, we just see you only.
Let's do them nice and slow.
Ooh, mountain climbers.
Bring that knee to the elbow.
When you say mountain climber, it reminds me of the Netflix show Project Possible.
Project Possible. Okay.
This guy climbs like 14
14 peaks, right?
peaks
Oh, it's amazing. That's
in 7
amazing.
months.
I haven't seen
Yeah. He did it in 6 months, actually.
7 sit-ups, right?
Yep. Six. One more, guys. 7. And we are doing 6 plank shoulder taps. So into plank position, and let's just tap our shoulders. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Leg low, 5 leg lowers. So on our backs.
So
Hands
fun.
down.
It gets quicker and quicker.
Angel just started the playing.
5, 4 Russian twists.
4 Russian.
Ooh.
3,
5 onion
Would you like me to hand you the kettlebell?
No, it's good.
Okay.
chicken on a banana tree.
And then we're doing 3 hip bridges.
3 hit bits.
1,
There's only one.
2,
She's still on the plank.
3.
3. Flipping it over for 2 push-ups.
2 push-ups.
1, 2.
2. And then the final one, everyone's favourite thing, a burpee. We're going to do chest to the ground to finish properly. 1 burpee, but chest to the ground.
Ooh.
There you go.
There we go.
Oh,
Great workout.
that's very interesting. I never thought of taking the 12 days of Christmas and turning them into a workout. That's quite good.
Huge,
Wait, hold on.
yeah.
And that took what? Less than 10 minutes.
Oh,
Yes,
Not
we
even-
did it in
Yes.
3.5 minutes.
3.5
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah.
Everyone's
You're
got
done.
3.5 minutes.
Yeah, and then we'll do it reverse next time, so then you work your way back up.
Oh,
I
that'd be cool.
see.
One
Okay.
burpee and then all the way up.
Yeah.
Or you can start with like 120 jumping jacks, 111, and work your way down.
You can do that, Sean.
Yeah, absolutely.
When I'm better.
You know, the other thing that happens round about this time of year is people start saying, okay, New Year's resolutions. We all start to work on our new. How really, for someone who wants to get better, wants to get fit, wants to stay fit, how does one actually plan a decent New Year's resolution?
He's asking
mean,
for
the
himself. Really, he's asking for himself this year.
Yeah.
This year.
I mean, it's, I think we have to remember that 70% of people have failed their New Year's resolutions before the end of January.
Yeah.
So I think, you've got to go in with the right mindset, not thinking that it's some huge, big, year-long goal, because it's too overwhelming and it's too hard to achieve. So that's why people generally fall off the wagon within the first 2 weeks even. So, make that big goal, that's great, but break it down into small weekly goals. So know how you are actually going to achieve that bigger goal. So not saying I'm just going to run a marathon and then wait for it to happen. Know that you need to be running this amount every week, and what does that look like on a daily basis, and set a time frame around it rather than just leaving it out until the ether and assume it will happen at some point. Track your progress, stick something on the fridge, a reminder in your phone, whatever it may be. Ask yourself why it's a goal for you as well. So it's great to set resolutions, but really at the heart of it, why is this so important to you? And drag friends and family into it if they've got shared goals, so you can do it together. And the top ones are always more exercise, losing weight, saving money, improving your diary. So, because they're so common, you get a group of you together and do it together, because, if you're out doing it on your own, it can be pretty lonely. And can be too much of a stretch or might take up too much time. So if you're doing it with friends and making it part of what your daily routine is, then that helps.
And they will also help with like accountability, right? Everyone keeps checking in, or have you done your 10 burpees or whatever it is every day and stuff like that, which helps, right? It makes you, like you said, it's nice when you don't feel so alone doing it.
Absolutely, and it is, and just make it 10 burpees. Don't make it 100 burpees a day. So make it something super simple that you can achieve, because you want to feel like you are actually ticking the box every day, rather than, oh, I didn't do it, so I might as well just give up on that goal for the year.
Yeah, that's
I'd feel a bit insulted if someone gave me a call and asked me, Glenn, have you done your 10 burpees? I'd go like, what? 10 burpees? I did 1,000.
Oh, yes. Sure you did.
I'm kidding.
You could even do one earlier.
Okay, wait, go back.
That's because I had my booster shot.
Yeah,
That's
right.
Yeah,
We're
you're
getting back
out
on
on your
it.
foldable bike.
Okay, we'll start this on air. Okay, stand by, FD.
OneFM 91.3 traffic.
So traffic is built up on the expressways. Upper Bukit Road, though, look out for that. That's Upper Bukit Road towards Woodlands. We have an accident after Dairy Farm Road. Avoid the left lane. Serangoon Central Junction, traffic lights are faulty there. And remember, on Upper Serangoon Road towards Sengkang, roadworks after Hougang Avenue 2. Stay within the speed limit, please. Make sure you've got everyone buckled up. Be safe as you drive today.
Good morning, Singapore. Good morning, world. Welcome to the biggest and baddest breakfast show in Singapore. It's The Big Show with Glenn, Angel, FD, and Sean. And our guest this morning is Natalie Dow. And at this point in time, I just want to apologize to the foldable bike community. Because...
Natalie, it's all Natalie's fault.
Right after I went on air and said all those things, I got a text message from my general manager who told me he had just gotten 3 foldable bikes for members of his family, and asked me if I was, insinuating that he had short legs.
And how did you get out of that
I said, no. I was just talking about, the Brompton bike. And he was like, well, mine's not a Brompton, but they look similar. Like, okay, I'll take that back next week.
And so you're taking it back
And
now.
here I am,
All
a
right.
man of my word, may I add.
You weren't even talking about foldable bicycles this morning. You were talking about foldable cyclists as well.
Because they're so small.
Yeah, oh no.
Oh, no.
That was Sean's
Don't
voice.
you start.
That was
Nat
Sean's
wants to
voice.
say something. Go ahead, Nat. Did you experience grief with your friends who have foldable bikes?
I don't have any friends that have foldable
Oh,
bikes.
Proper bikes.
touche.
Because I was telling everyone, go out and buy a real bike, damn it.
No, my dad in the background, he's got a foldable bike.
I'm sure he does. He needs about 12 of them to carry on with friends.
Foldable sleigh.
So Natalie, it is your last week with us until 2022, the middle of January. You're off on your holidays next week. Not off air, on the Big Show TV, we were talking about New Year's resolutions and how we should realistically plan for them. So what are your tips?
Yeah, so have that big goal, which is great, but break it down into small, doable goals, whether that's on a weekly basis or a daily basis, so you feel like you're achieving something. Track your progress. Join up with some friends that have the same goals, so you're egging each other on and keeping each other honest. I think understanding why you want this to be a goal at your true essence. Is it something you've always wanted to achieve? Don't give up. If you've had a bad day and you feel like you've gone off track of achieving that goal, don't give up. It's only a day. Don't be one of those 70% of people that fail in January.
I think that's a big problem for a lot of people. They go off 1 or 2 days and they go, right, pointless. I've lost 2 days, But you don't really have to go back to the beginning. You just pick up from where you stopped.
Absolutely. It's like going on holidays and not running for a couple of weeks. When you come back, you just get back into your running. So get back on the horse, just keep going forward.
Yeah.
Don't beat yourself up. Everyone makes mistakes. It's not going to be a perfect journey of achieving whatever resolution or goal that you have for 2022. It'll be ups and downs. So just be ready for them.
Nat, you've had your booster shot, right?
Yes.
Okay, and the advice they gave you right after that is no alcohol for 24 hours and no working out for 2 weeks. Did they tell you that as well?
Yes.
And?
Wait, hang on.
No.
There you go. I want to ask you for advice because, when they said no working out for 2 weeks, because I remember when I went for my first 2 shots, they just said don't work out for a week.
For a week, yeah.
And that was okay. But then 2 weeks. I guess they're just being cautious.
I think so, and the doctors are right, and I wouldn't ever say anything against that. But if I figure I know my own body as well, and if I'm feeling okay, then I didn't last 2 weeks, obviously.
Okay, but
Yeah.
Nat, isn't it true that and we go back to what you've always told us from the very beginning? If you're going to go through that whole 2-week thing, just keep moving. That's all you have to do.
Absolutely. Yeah, go for walks. I mean, swim, something a bit more gentle, and listen to your body. If you are having an adverse reaction, then take it easy. Have that sleep, hydrate, do all those good things. Don't overeat, because if you're not exercising and you're eating like you are normally exercising, then that could be a problem. So just be really mindful around calorie consumption over those 2 weeks if you've cut down your exercise.
Yeah, I think that's important. Listen to your body.
Listen to your body. Yeah, you know it best. All right, we're about to work out again with Natalie. 12 days of Christmas. This time we're going to go from 1 burpee and work our way up to 12 lunges. Should be fun.
Okay, but right now, here's Olivia Newton-John featuring ELO. Oh my God. This is Xanadu on The Big Show, 1FM 91.3.
That's a great workout song, though.
Should have been Let's Get Physical.
Yeah.
Need some leg warmers as well.
Yeah, we should have put that song in because, we're the only show where, we're not dictated by a playlist. We play our own songs. Every morning we play our own songs, right?
Sean's like, when did this memo come in?
I submit the playlist to Sean and, yeah.
So basically we play Glenn's songs.
Yeah.
And if you don't like the song, it's not me, it's the music director.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys, let's start with that burpee. Down to the ground and up. One
Nice and
burpee.
easy. You're done.
Already,
Yeah,
done.
finished.
Okay, you can sleep already.
Yeah, 2 push-ups.
2 push-ups, 2 burpees. Technically, if you follow a song, that's how it's supposed to go, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it is exactly right. 3 hip bridges.
What are you doing?
That's
Sorry.
strange.
Angel is making Santa dance.
He's got so many bells
4
in him.
Russian twists. Okay, then we're lying down for those 5 leg raises now. So down, don't touch the ground, and back up. Nice and controlled. Last one.
Everybody stop eating, man.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
not
What is that
eating.
noise?
Yeah,
What's
who's it?
that?
I'm not
Everybody chewing.
I'm not eating.
Stop eating. We
I'm
told you
not eating.
Never eat when you're working.
So bad.
I'm not eating.
Kidding, we're
Oh my
kidding,
God,
we're
it's
kidding.
Santa.
It's
Santa.
Santa making
Santa eating in the background.
the Christmas cookies.
I love this Santa.
He's staring right at me, right?
Shoulder-
I'm very scared. I'll see him in my dreams
Shoulder
tonight.
taps.
Shoulder taps.
He's going to scare little kids. Yeah. All right. And 7 sit-ups.
7 sit-ups.
FD. Chew quieter.
I'm not eating. What is it with you guys?
Good job. All right, let's do the 8 mountain climbers.
See, Nat's
Nice
Santa
and
hat
slow.
is so much better than ours. I think we've got a few and they're so much shorter.
Yeah.
I think they're for short people.
Are these the same people that ride the bikes?
No.
Dad. We all thought it, but we didn't want to say it. We're now on to the squats.
Yep, the frog squats. That's right. 9, 2.
Frogs.
Okay, I'm guessing this is good for the hamstrings and glutes.
Yes, 100%.
Do you have to keep your back straight like a deadlift?
It just bent over.
Okay.
So it really shouldn't put any pulling on your lower back.
Lower
It's
back.
all in your hamstring
It's a
and
nice
your glutes.
stretch.
It's a good stretch, yeah.
Yeah. All right, sumo squats. Almost done.
Last one.
8. Okay, jumping jacks, 11. Okay, and down to those 12 lunges to finish.
So tiring.
She says watching you.
That was not convincing, was it?
Just watching you each time you work out, right? I'm sure we're burning at least 20 calories.
From our eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then, and last one. Good job, everyone.
Yay! Awesome stuff.
Merry Christmas.
Nice.
So remember, folks, you'll be eating a lot. If you remember half of what Nat did, and you do it like maybe do 10 sets of it or something like that, it'll help this Christmas season.
Yeah, and also, like, if you forget, just go back to our Facebook page and
Yeah.
rewatch
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go to all the Monday sessions.
Exactly.
And do all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can also download the Rockstar Fit
There
app.
you go. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your trainer in your pocket.
Give yourself a Christmas present.
Yes. Nice, I like it.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Nat, for joining us. And, you be safe and have a great trip.
Happy holidays.
Thank you, guys. And you too, have a great one. Stay healthy, eat nice things, but make sure you're moving.
Fantastic.
Well done, Nat.
Stay safe.
Love to the family.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Happy New Year too.
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
New Year.
Christmas,
Bye-bye.
Happy New Year.
Bye.
And that
So
was
much
Natalie
fun.
Dow.
So much fun to say Happy New Year and Merry Christmas
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Happy Holidays.
In some countries, you can't say Merry Christmas, right?
Oh,
They're quite
really?
sensitive, right?
Well,
They're gonna
it-
say seasons greetings. or
Seasons,
something
Happy
like that.
Holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy Holidays, yeah.
It's that guy.
Didn't you say something recently?
I
You-
never do that. I mean, to me, Christmas is Christmas,
Christmas,
and New
right?
Year's is New
Yeah.
Year's. So I don't use the Happy Holidays.
I feel it's become
it's
more
okay,
of
well.
it's no longer a religious holiday. I mean, everyone.
No, it's
commercialized
very
already.
commercialized.
It's a public holiday for
Yeah.
everyone.
Speaking of
Yeah.
Christmas, we have something coming up on Thursday.
Oh
Yes,
yes,
we
we have
do.
our big Christmas
That's right.
party.
That's right. Yeah. And I just
Yeah.
want to add, that's what's so fantastic here in Singapore, right? Because we do celebrate, religious festivals and all,
Yeah.
and we can go ahead and say it. Like Vesak Day, for
Yeah.
example.
Yeah.
Or Hari Raya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're also
Chinese New Year.
Yeah, and we're so cool about
Yes, yeah.
about it. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
But
because we're a cosmopolitan country.
yeah,
so.
I really feel for some other countries where it's it's so controversial there.
Yeah.
It's difficult for some people, especially for those who do take it as a very religious thing.
Yes.
It becomes very, very difficult.
Yes.
But we are extremely lucky, as Glenn said,
Yeah.
here in Singapore, where we can greet you as the
As the holidays
seasons
come along,
say.
yeah.
Yeah. Not only do we acknowledge Christmas, we acknowledge it as a naughty Christmas.
Oh, do we?
Yes.
Yeah, so we have a naughty Christmas going on this year, and we have prizes for you to win. So all you have to do is tell us one of your naughty confessions, right? And you stand to win prizes from Casa worth over $4,200. How amazing is that? So all you have to do is WhatsApp us. Anyone got the details on that?
88550913. The keyword is naughty. Share your naughty, cheeky sort of story and your full name. And then you need to go to the OneFM website, which is
OneFM.sg.
.sg, and then you get to select the prize that you want to win.
Wow.
So that's
okay.
really very, very cool.
But
So
of
it's-
course, everyone's going to be looking forward to winning the grand prize, which is worth over $4,200. And we're
okay,
talking
wait.
about a household appliance overhaul from Casa.
We can do all this again on air.
Okay.
Stand by.
1.3 traffic.
Usual delays across the expressways, Upper Bukit Timah Road towards Woodlands. We do have an accident after Dairy Farm Road, so you want to look out for that. Other than that, there's not a whole lot to tell you about. Serangoon Central, the junction there, traffic lights are faulty. And remember, on Upper Serangoon Road towards Sengkang, roadworks after Hougang Avenue 2. Please stay within the speed limit. Have everyone buckled up. Be safe as you drive today.
Good morning, Singapore. Welcome to The Big Show with Glenn, Angel, FD, and Sean. All of us are back in the studio and feeling great. We're feeling, the Christmas spirit. And just to let you guys know, the entire OneFM crew will be entertaining you come the 16th of December. That's this coming Thursday at 8 p.m. Okay, we call it One Naughty Christmas, and your time is running out because in the next couple of days we're going to be closing our entries because we have over $14,000 worth of prizes to be won.
Wow!
And especially a grand prize, which is worth over $4,200. We're talking about a household appliances overhaul from Casa.
Yep.
And so what we want you to do is just submit your naughty confessions, and we're going to pick one solid one.
And like Glenn was saying, there's the household appliances overhaul from Casa worth $4,200. There's also Fraser Residence Orchard Singapore 6-night stays that are up for grabs, as well as ErgoWorks home office set worth more than $2,900. So there are 5 different bundles that you could win, and all you have to do is text in your naughty cheeky story plus your full name to 88550913. Is that easy?
And we're going to have loads of surprises and all that during our 1-hour Facebook Live session called One Naughty Christmas. Once again, 16th of December, that's Thursday at 8 p.m. All right, we'll be playing games. We'll be asking you guys questions, giving away. You know what? I was asking someone the other day, I said, what are these prizes if we're going to hit them with questions and stuff like that? And they said, and they weren't kidding, it's like some of these prizes are worth like $1,000 just for answering a single question.
So it's really huge.
Make sure you tell all your friends and tune in Thursday evening, 16th of December at 8 p.m.
Yeah, we've got partners from Grand Mercure Singapore, Roxy, Benny's Gems, Bow Concept, as well as Kakis. And 50 lucky winners will also receive drinks and finger food to feast with us. All they have to do is head to our Facebook page to fill out a form and be one of the lucky 50 to join us with a Harry's bundle.
Wow,
So
they
that'll be
get
cool.
food too.
I don't know. Are we going to get fed? Do we get food?
Yes, we
Oh,
are going to
okay,
get fed
fantastic.
by Harry's. I'm going to order extra stuff from Harry's because I always do. I love their sausage platter and I love their salads as
I
well.
hope they have plant-based stuff. They better not just
Salads.
give me salads.
Yeah.
No, not just salad.
Oh my God, the salad is so
I
tasty.
tell you what, keep the salad, give me extra beer. How about that? There you go. It's
Very
celebrating
easy. Very easy for them. I just want to also say that we have the best host in the world for our One Naughty Christmas.
Who's the
right?
host?
And he is
He's right
from the
behind
North
me.
Pole.
Oh, he's right behind you.
He's right behind
there
me,
you
yeah.
go. If
Yeah.
you're not watching us, you can always tune into us on Facebook. It's 1FM 913. We've got Santa in the house.
We also have Bibi in the house.
We
Morning,
have
Bibi.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. You're looking radiant, extra radiant, may I add, because you've been back for 2 weeks now, right? You spent like a whole month in Europe.
Yes, that's right. So now I'm very much refreshed and ready
Yes.
to work again.
Look at that happy face. Look at that happy face. Hey, very similar to Angel's happy face also.
There
Huh?
you go.
Post holidays.
It's the post-travel face.
Okay, so before we go back on the Big Show TV, could you tell everyone what you'll be, I'm assuming you're whipping something up this morning as well.
So today I'm going to talk a little bit about eating disorders. It's a little bit more of a serious topic. I want to raise awareness, and for those who are seeking help, will know where to go. Those who have somebody in their household who might have eating disorders, what kind of support can you give them? Only because I'm just seeing more cases in my clinic now, and I hope people are able to find help.
Oh, that's a great topic.
Okay, great. We're speaking to our principal dietitian, BB Chia, this morning. Can you take out the Karen Carpenter song, please, and play something else right now? Yes, Jennifer Lopez is good. All right, here's Jennifer Lopez with Ain't It Funny on The Big Show, 1FM 91.3.
So, Bibi, with that in mind, what are eating disorders? Is it just that people don't want to eat, or what are eating disorders?
I think eating disorders it's a very complicated mental illness that is accompanied by unhealthy, ideas of food, about, body image. So it can be very, very complex. It's one of the most, I would say, difficult, types of illness that I see in my clinic. and it does take time. It involves, having family to also help their, could be their daughter or their son. So it can happen to either males or females, but more so teenage females between the age of anything from 12 to 26 years old. And it's usually characterized by, not wanting to eat a particular type of food or being very conscious about their body image. They think they are overweight or fat, but they are not. And it can be, not wanting to eat or eating a lot, which is binge eating, followed by purging, which is bulimia. So there are typically three key types of eating disorders: anorexia, binge eating disorders, and then also bulimia. And these are very serious health and mental conditions.
Bibi, how young can it start? Because it happened with my kids, and I never put it down to an eating disorder. It happened with my sister, where they just go through phases where I'm not going to eat. I don't want to eat. Is that a disorder, or is that just childhood stubbornness?
Well, in order to be diagnosed, there are a couple of criteria.
Okay.
But when they are overly obsessed with, their weight, even though they are not overweight, typically they are, in fact, quite severely underweight, and yet they still think they are fat, or they're still trying to control their diet. But yes, it can happen as young as 12. But I've also seen those who struggle in early adulthood up to they are 30 years old even. And having support is the most important. And usually family support, as well as having, if the school is involved, somebody in the school will be providing that constant support as well as a multidisciplinary team if needed. So there could be a dietitian, a psychologist, a psychiatrist, and a clinical nurse involved in the treatment of eating disorders.
So, Bibi, you're saying that it's a mental illness, right? But what triggers or what causes it? Is it society? Is it social media? Is it family as well? Because I've seen a lot of aunties and uncles, when you go visit, say, Chinese New Year or Christmas, they're like, oh, you look like you've been leading a really happy life. You put on some weight.
Prosperous, so prosperous.
But I mean,
They say very nice, really.
No,
It's so
yeah. But for children who are very young, it sticks with them, right? And even for older people, for adults as well. And then they go back thinking, okay, I've put on weight, I need to lose it. So what actually causes it? Is it something that you grow up with, or is it caused by external factors?
There could be a few causes. Depression is one of them. Sometimes trauma in some cases. Also, maybe the need to be in control. And overly in control is also one of the causes. But again, like I said, it could happen to girls at different stages of life, but typically teenage girls. A lot is changing in their lives, and they feel like they need to be in control. It could also be, unhealthy perception of what body weight should be, or what healthy diet should be. And these information could actually come from anywhere. It could be from social media, or even fellow classmates or people they know who are also going through the same struggles.
Okay, so what should families do if they what kind of signs are we looking out for?
So they typically, people with eating disorders will start to limit the amount of food they eat or the types of food they eat. And sometimes it could just be wanting to eat healthier. And family members could think that, oh, is this eating disorders? Well, there is a big difference between wanting to eat healthy and having, eating disorders. So if you have eating disorders, typically there are more characteristics such as wanting less and less to socialize when there's food. So they would try and avoid meal times because that's the time where, family members would be saying, why aren't you eating this? Why aren't you eating that? And so they want to stay away from meal times. They tend to be very obsessed with their weight. They think they are overweight while they are not. And sometimes when there is binge eating, they might actually hoard food in their room. They may eat in their room till they are very uncomfortable. Or after meals, if they often go to the bathroom and you could smell that there is some sort of purging happening in the bathroom. So this is also a sign of them overeating, feeling quite guilty after that. And in order to neutralize, or their way of getting rid of it is to purge or to vomit it out after a meal. So these are some of the signs. And if you do notice that there are support groups, very important. I think support groups may be apart from one-to-one consultations, might actually be the most efficient.
Bibi, Siva has picked up on something you said. Teenagers go through many changes during that time of their life. Hormonal changes. Can the hormonal changes in one's body trigger eating disorders?
Well, I think it may, because it is a growing stage. But I think more so is, the image they want to have, or the image of their body image would change. So these are the key changes. But it really can also occur to boys as well. I have seen cases. And these patients, they are very willful. So they may even convince their parents not to attend the session or cancel the session, and I don't get to see them for a couple of months, and then the condition worsens. And so they are very willful, and so I think family need that support. You need to hear stories from other people in order to know that, hey, this is what's happening to them as well, and this is how they seek help. So back to your question, whether it's hormonal, it might be, but it's more so about the perception of food and their body image.
Okay, Angel can ask. I've got like the ultimate question at the end. Okay, so you guys go ahead and ask BB questions.
Yeah, I'll ask you about the most common types of eating disorders, and which one is the most common that you see.
And maybe there'll be time for me to ask my question after she answers.
No, you want to go ahead?
No. That one's got to be last.
Okay, all right, okay.
All right, stand by. We're going back on air in 3, 2.
Here in Singapore, we'd call him Brota. Phil Collins, because he's a bro and he's a bit of a bota. Anyway, Susu Studio right here on the Big Show, 1FM 91.3. It's Glenn, Angel, FD, and Sean at your service. And we have the lovely Bibi Chia with us this morning. She is our principal dietitian, and we're talking about something, rather serious today. Angel, you've got the next question for Bibi?
Yeah, we're talking about eating disorders, and I think with the festive season coming around, this is all the more important, because people want to indulge, but then they don't want to put on weight. And for some people, that would mean resorting to something like bulimia. And there are quite a few numbers of eating disorders out there, right, Bibi? So which is the most common type that you see?
Well, there are three most common type of eating disorders. There is anorexia, and then there is binge eating, and then also bulimia. So anorexia is typically characterized by wanting to avoid certain foods, wanting to eat less even though they are underweight. They think they are overweight, but they are not. They are typically severely underweight, in fact. And then there may be a combination of binge eating as well, where people overeat till they cannot control, and they do feel a little bit of guilt afterwards, which may or may not lead to bulimia, which is purging, which is trying to get the food back out again. And these are all very serious conditions. And if you know anybody who is suffering from eating disorders, it is good to seek help, whether in the form of a support group or seeking, clinical professional helps in various hospitals in Singapore.
Okay. And who do you see it more commonly between, boys or girls, or men or women?
typically teenage girls they could be age between 12 to 26, but it typically happens to younger teenage girls more than boys. But I've seen boys with eating disorders as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Bibi, you've said that there are these support groups, help groups that people can get involved in. How do I find these? Is it just something I Google?
Yes, you will be able to find them online. And if you go to Aware, AWARE, they have a list of, service providers, hospitals, and groups that you could help, like a support group of survivors. And so I think this might be a good place to start if you're looking for information. There is also description of the characteristics of what eating disorders are, so that we could be able to know whether is this eating disorder or is this just people trying to eat healthy. I think that is it's a very big difference here.
Yeah, so if you want to find out more from the Aware site, it's aware.org.sg. And if you feel like you need to speak to someone, it's 1-800-777-5555.
Okay, before I ask my question, I just want to, highlight this. For many years now, I've been wondering, why is there an aware and no aware? Right. You know what I mean?
Not really. Okay. You had a question?
I
you
think we
wanted
should
to-
have an aware. Someone should set up an aware.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah, there are
Is it
people
like-
looking after women, but there are a lot of guys who also need, some
Is
support.
there somewhere that men can go, Bibi, that's the equivalent to Aware?
I think those support groups are for both men and women, and often it involves family as well. And so, they support both men and women.
I was under the impression that,
only for
Aware,
women?
if I were to knock on the door of Aware, they go like, "Are you a woman?" You're not, right? Can you go somewhere else?
No, I don't think
No?
they turn
I
anyone
don't
away.
think they turn you away.
Yeah.
Okay. But they'll just highlight that you're a guy. lah.
No.
The W stands for woman.
No, I don't
It
think
does.
so. I think when it comes to eating disorders, they will accept anybody because this is not
You'll
a
say go and see a
gender.
GP, I think.
It's not a gender thing, so I
I-
think they would help anybody.
I know of a place. They're not exactly an Aware, but they do help and specialize in men's health and services.
okay.
They're a telehealth place. They're called NOAA. So you can find out
Yeah,
online.
but
Yes.
Noah deals with erectile dysfunction.
No, and more
I'm
than
talking
that
about,
as well.
I'm
Mental
talking about
health
an
as well.
association like Aware. You know
Oh,
what
yeah,
Aware
they're not
is,
exactly
right?
a
Yeah,
Aware
that's
lah.
why.
Yeah.
We need an Amare. Okay, at some point. Okay, here's what I want to highlight. Throughout this entire discussion, we've been talking about people who are thin and think they are fat.
Right.
Yeah.
What about the people who are fat who think they are thin?
Oh.
That's also a problem.
You're right.
And there are many people who are fat and think they are thin and want other people to be fat.
But there's
So-
nothing wrong with someone who is overweight and think they're not.
No, I think that's a
Oh,
problem.
no,
unless
there's
they're
a
sick.
health
There is a
Unless they're
problem.
sick, yeah, the health
Absolutely.
problem.
Major health problem.
Is there
It
a
is
name for
absolutely
this?
a problem, but we don't talk about that because it's politically incorrect. Because it'll
Because all bodies are beautiful, kind of.
there
exactly.
you go. Is
Which
there
I
a name
totally
for
disagree.
this, Bibi?
There isn't a particular
Term.
name. Broadly, we call that obesity. And if anything could harm your health, we should definitely get it checked or treated. So obesity will lead to other health problems, such as, cardiovascular problems, diabetes, while being underweight, could lead to malnutrition and other health problems associated with malnutrition. So the both extremes should definitely be, looked at
Yeah.
and cared for. Yeah.
So they don't necessarily think they're thin. They just don't think
No,
they're
no,
overweight.
no. They
they don't
think
think
they're
they're
thin. Trust me.
overweight. Really?
Trust me. They think they're
Well,
thin.
they're
Thin.
what
Yeah.
I honestly what I
They start
hear.
wearing, their
Skinny jeans.
their athleisure and all that, and everything is, kind of like spilling out.
No, I understand where Glenn's coming from, and a lot of them, when you sit down and you talk to them, and you're just trying to be nice, and you're trying to get them into a more healthy.
Yes.
I don't want to say.
But they know no one can say
state of
anything
mind.
because it'll be shaming. You
Politically
know what I mean? Yeah.
incorrect.
So
And all we're trying to do
Yeah.
is say that you maybe you should try this, and they go, but I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you should be too. And I mean, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
You know, everyone,
To each
people
their
people
own.
will just keep quiet. But what I'm saying here is, since we're talking about this issue, right?
Weights,
that could be
yeah.
a mental disorder, about people who are thin who think they are fat. Then surely people who are fat who think they're thin
It's also a problem.
is also a problem. That's what I'm highlighting.
Is
Reverse
this
anorexia.
is this called body dysmorphic disorder?
Yes.
Yes,
It is,
that's
right?
So
Okay.
it is broadly characterized by not seeing what the actual body or weight is. And so, yes, so it's broadly characterized and called that, yes.
Body
Okay,
dysmorphic
body
disorder.
dysmorphia.
Wow.
Wow, I didn't realize it worked both ways, though.
Yeah.
Everything works both ways. Angel.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
That is
So
very
good being
true.
back in the studio.
Okay, we continue to talk to BB Chia live on the Big Show TV. In the meantime, here's SWV, Sisters with Voices, and a track called Right Here on 1FM 91.3.
If we have someone at home who is either too thin or too overweight, can we just start to introduce foods at home to try
Yes,
and get
you
them on the
can.
right track?
Yes, you can. But when it comes to eating disorders, because it's very complex, sometimes it may not be so easy to deal with alone, at home, because somebody with eating disorders, they're usually very willful, and so it's not so easy to encourage them to eat. And a good way to see whether the home treatment is working or not is actually looking at their weight. I usually don't ask patients to weigh themselves, and I do not allow them to weigh themselves. I only weigh them when they come in, and they can choose to want to know the number or not, because the moment they see the scales go up, they start to panic, they have anxiety, and after the session, they may think of ways to lose weight, Yeah, and a lot of times families struggle with meal times, so there's always a lot of tension around food. So even if you come from a good place, you want them to eat certain things, they may be very willful. It may end up, as a family, a very tensed up family argument, and it leads to more tension. And so sometimes seeking professional help will help to communicate between parents as well as their children. Like myself as a dietitian, I would draft out a menu plan, make it very explicit, and so that if they follow this, I know they are safe. They may gain some weight gradually, and it has to involve foods they are comfortable with eating, and that parents have to understand they may not be able to immediately go back to eating desserts and ice cream. It will take time.
Yeah.
So when someone with an eating disorder sees you, they should see you together with their family and not alone?
Yes, that's right.
So
Because
it's almost like
often-
an intervention, right, that you're creating between the two.
Yes, that's right. The reason is because if parents are not there, the message is usually not very well communicated, and that for some reason they will stop following the plan. So we need parents to be there to monitor and ensure that that they are doing what they need to do to gain that weight and get enough nutrition.
Right,
Okay.
right. I have a way to encourage them to do it.
Okay.
So when you have a patient that comes in, who's who's a little overweight, for example, you set the scale 2 kilograms heavier. So then you weigh the guy, and he goes like, "Oh my God, that's quite a lot, right?" And then you tell him to watch his diet for a week. So you come back the following week, right? And then we weigh again, and all of a sudden he's lost 2 kilograms in 1 week. And you ask him what has he been doing, and he says maybe he's eating less rice, or he's cut out on his sugar, or whatever. And you go like, good, Keep it up. Then you come back in 2 weeks and weigh yourself again. And in 2 weeks, right, he would probably lose a little bit more weight. And it's very encouraging, you see.
So this is why BB is a professional and you're not.
I don't know. She might adopt this suggestion
What, raising
of mine.
the number of the
Lying,
scales?
lying.
Lying, yeah.
Hey, but it will work, you know. It'll work.
Psychology,
I'm
yes.
not saying like raise it by 10 kilograms. I'm talking about 2 kilograms.
Reverse
This is
psychology.
encouragement, you see. How many of us, when we exercise and we see the results, we continue?
That's
What
But
are
when we
your-
don't see the results, we stop.
What are your thoughts,
It's a
BB?
placebo.
You don't have to say anything, baby. You can just adopt it without letting anybody know.
What are your thoughts, BB?
Alter the scales for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
But,
Okay. So she says.
People with eating disorders, sometimes when they come in to do their weigh-in, they intentionally wear their heaviest clothes with their
Oh.
pockets filled with stuff so that when they
What?
weigh, they are heavier.
The
Because we
before
do
lah.
set goals for them.
For the
and they
anorexia and
do-
all that, yeah.
Yes, so it's very complex. So they may have a lot of things in the pocket, very heavy belts, and wear heavy jeans. And so when they weigh in, they are heavier. And we know, but we try to be encouraging as well.
Yeah.
But yes, you're right. So any form of encouragement and support
Yes.
is always good, whether you're trying to lose weight or gain weight.
Yeah. So earlier on, I was talking about the overweight people,
Yeah.
not the not the underweight.
Yeah.
Underweight. Let me think of a plan.
Reverse,
Gonna think of
reverse the scale. You can still reverse it as well.
The next time, I mean, next year, I'll let you know
Okay, that's not too
how
far
we can
off.
help the the underweight individuals.
Dear. Okay, all right. Any final words, BB?
Well, I think I would like to raise a bit of awareness using, your platform, and because I do see more cases, I think family members who notice their children, or if teachers notice their students going through maybe having eating disorders, is to seek help as fast as you can. The longer you delay, the more complex the issue becomes. It may even lead to death. So do seek help, and there is a lot of support out there that people could find, especially in the form of support groups, as well as professional help in hospitals and clinics. There is an avenue for people to seek help.
Okay, fantastic. Thanks so
Awesome,
much,
awesome.
BB.
Yeah, thanks for that. I mean, really, I can't imagine how many people perhaps maybe are in this situation right now, and perhaps maybe don't know what to do. So,
Yeah.
so we hope we've reached out to a number of people today. Yeah, thank you so much, BB, for joining us. And well, this is the last show for this year. We'll see you next year.
Thank you, and see you next year.
Happy holidays.
Have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. She
We've been
looks
speaking
so
to BB
overly
Chia.
happy about
Yeah.
that. She's like, oh, thank goodness I don't have to come in for the next 3 weeks.
It's a Christmas break for me
It
too.
is, yeah, it's
That's right.
fantastic. Everyone needs a break.
Hey, he moved, lah.
Who?
Santa.
Yeah, he did.
He did. He
blinked.
Don't tell him. Yeah.
He blinked.
Yeah, I'm trying not to focus on him because I really don't want to know what he's doing behind me.
He's doing it behind your back.
He can, just stay.
He's holding
Don't
his
touch
sack.
me.
I am telling you, as much as we love Santa, right? Okay, we still have Charmaine after us. We
will
have
panic.
Cheryl.
She will panic.
Yeah.
We have Tim, and we have Simon.
Simon, yeah.
I guarantee you, one of them is going to say,
Can someone remove it?
"I'm a little scared."
I'll take him home.
Okay,
If no one wants it, I'll take him home.
Here's the thing.
I'll put him on my
We
balcony.
are going to come in tomorrow. Mark my words. Santa is going to be facing
The corner. Or he's going to be
Ooh,
in the other
that's
room.
not nice.
Or he's going to be in the other room.
You know what? We're going to be having one naughty Christmas on Thursday,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? And FD, because he's going to be the host,
Yeah.
Yes.
right, is going to have his own studio here at
Yeah.
SPH
Yeah.
Media,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So maybe you can just take Santa with you.
Can have company.
I'm gonna
As
I'm
part of
gonna
the
bring-
decoration.
I'm going to bring the idea up. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
don't have
can
to bring
use-
the idea up. Say it's decided already.
All right.
This is
I
the
will-
way
Okay.
we rock and roll.
Yes.
You tell them, you don't ask.
Okay.
All
But
right.
unless, of course, Angel wants him, then you can bring him home.
I can take him home don't worry. You guys are not here next week. I'll just take
Because
him
you
then.
can also you can
We
also
don't care.
feature Santa
In
when
my-
when you're on One Naughty Christmas.
I can. I can. He's so handsome. I love him.
Actually, you know what? I think
like
we should
his
let
outfit
Angel
as
take him
well.
home.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just
Because-
looking at him. I love the Botox on the cheeks.
He reminds me of like
That's a filler.
It's
That's
filler.
a filler. It's
Oh,
a
those
filler.
are fillers.
Yeah, it's
okay.
not a
yeah,
Botox.
right. What do I know about these things?
Right. It's
One of
it's
Snow White's
So
dwarfs.
cute though. I like his outfit actually.
One Naughty Christmas, folks.
Think I could put it on? I might be able. It looks about my size.
Yeah, like
You'll see a naked Santa the next time you come in.
Now
Candle
that
wax
is
and
scary.
y'all.
Okay, just very quickly, One
Yes.
Naughty Christmas.
Oh,
WhatsApp
yes.
us at 88550913 with the keyword naughty.
Mm-hmm.
Share your cheeky stories and your full name. Tell us which set of presents you'd like to win, and you may get a call from us. Santa might even show up at your doorstep, and that's a promise, okay? Either Santa, or if Santa is busy, he'll send one of his elves.
We might
Okay?
send this Santa.
But
Likely an elf.
But apart from those gifts that we're talking about, those prizes, there is one prize that we will not be calling out to the winner. Okay, and that is the prize that's worth over $4,200.
Yes.
A household appliances overhaul from Casa.
Now
all
this
right?
one's amazing. It's got a fridge, it's got a barbecue grill, a dishwasher, a microwave, a water heater, an air
Yep.
monitoring device, and an aluminium cookware set. It's fantastic, and one of you can win that.
This will be an announcement at the end of the Facebook Live session
Yes.
on the 16th of December. Once again, Thursday at 8 p.m. Please go tell all your friends to make sure you're tuned in. I mean,
Yep.
it's practically the Big Show TV.
And put
okay?
your Christmas best on as well.
Yes.
Join us for that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Please share the video.